And good morning. Welcome to the Morning Sprint. It is Thursday. We're almost at Friday. So I'm Daphne Gray.
And I'm Brittany Weir. We're bringing you some of the top stories of the day. We want to jump right into it. So if you love the Brady Bunch growing up and you have a few, just $1 million sitting around, everybody does, right? You could be the proud owner of this house. The details coming up later in the sprint.
That's right. But first and foremost, let's get to something that kind of had everybody on edge a little bit in this newsroom. Was a bear sighting that came through. So bear sightings are common this time of year, but one wildlife encounter was unexpected for some in the Star City.
And that's because this visitor was spotted in a busy neighborhood nearby 10th Street. You're seeing that video right now. Well, the bear was first reported at Round Hill Elementary School. Local wildlife experts say the Valley View area is actually a common spot for those bears in Roanoke.
So to prevent bears from your home or from getting near your home, you can secure any garbage, clean outdoor grills, and put away your pet food and bird feeders. I bet this is kind of a scary sight to see. Like if I'm not from here, I'll be like, oh my gosh, is that like a dog or is that a huge, what is this?
But as they said, it's kind of a common thing. So, if you do see it, there are plenty of tips out there on what to do. Obviously stay inside, but definitely.
Or speak sternly.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned,
speak sternly
yes,
to the bear,
that
kind of thing. But yeah, a lot of people posting videos of that. So if you were someone who saw the bear yesterday, let us know in the comment section below. But yeah, we have all the details on that on our website.
Right, we got some exciting news that WSLS 10 News got a chance to do with the United Way as well. Get this, they presented a check for over $1,000 to the United Way of Roanoke Valley. Each month, WSLS partners with a local charity as part of our Dining for Charities program. And the United Way of the Roanoke Valley is known as a local leader responding to community needs and will use this money to continue its work. It's a pleasure being there, of course, to learn more about the Dining for Charities and the United Way. You can check out the story on WSLS.com.
All right, love to see that. Love to see Rachel Lucas right there helping out with that check presentation. Well, businesses at Smith Mountain Lake, you can guess they are gearing up for one of the busiest weekends. It's a Memorial Day weekend. We've been talking about it. Well, of the year, they start their summer season come in. Memorial Day weekend always brings an influx in tourism at the lake. At Bridgewater Marina, families can feed the koi fish. I've done that. Enjoy a meal, mini golf, or getting out on the water. The general manager says they love seeing families return year after year. A lot of fun. Actually, last year I went to Bridgewater Marina for my birthday and fed the fish. I had a lot of fun. We'll have to bring you out there and do that.
So I'd be tempted to put a fishing rod in the water and try to.
No, you just feed them popcorn.
I know you feed them popcorn, but you could also fry them up.
All right.
Okay, moving
on.
My goodness. So you were busy this morning at the airport.
Yes, busy at the airport this morning. We saw a lot of travelers getting ready for that weekend travel, Memorial Day. This year's travel numbers are expected to hit an all-time high, according to AAA. This Memorial Day weekend could be the busiest at the airports since 2005. So a big increase. Roanoke Blacksburg Regional Airport says their busiest travel days will be today, Friday, and then again on Monday. And that first flight this morning took off at 5:15 a.m. A lot of people excited to get on that. Today, there are 29 flights expected to depart from the airport. 9 of those are to Charlotte, 5 to Atlanta, 4 to Chicago, and Dulles each. Well, on Friday, the Roanoke Blacksburg Regional Airport is expecting 20 departing and arriving flights.
On any given day, we serve about 1,000 to 1,500 departing customers. We're going to be on the high end of that spectrum, so you'll see these halls very busy.
And TSA says they are expecting 10 million people to fly across the country over this extended Memorial Day weekend. That is up 11% from last year, so a lot of numbers out there. And with the busy travel weekend, it's always important to have a plan B. It's not always easy to switch your flights at the last minute, so ROA recommends having an alternative plan for how to get to your destination.
Yes, a lot of important information to know right there, and especially something else you want to know if you're getting on a plane or whether you want to go outside grilling and stuff. You may make sure you got your weather app on standby. Of course, today meteorologist Marshall Downey gave us an update with all the weather forecasts, and today it's going to feel a look like decent. All right, it's going to feel pretty okay today, but this weekend might get a little hit or miss stormy weather or whatever. So be sure you guys download that weather app to be in the know about that. Moving on, man. So get this. It's a trip that started on Venice Beach in California, ended up in the waters off the coast of Virginia. This is a skateboarder named Chad Caruso. He covered more than 3,000 miles on a trip that lasted 57 days.
And his mission is to raise money and awareness for addiction recovery and clean living. A quarter of the money raised will go to Natural High, which is a nonprofit youth drug prevention program. And get this, he credits skateboarding for his sobriety, which started 6 years ago. So we love to see that. That's so cool. You're mentioning we had the bike to work day. Now we've got the skateboarding. I mean, a lot of activities going on out there as the weather gets warmer.
Definitely, and it's a good deal because, again, he's using this as a way for him to stay clean. And then he's doing it as a way to raise awareness about, obviously, this is a struggle in a community that, has to deal with addiction like that. So being able to do that, and I bet he's like super duper strong from his knees down or his thighs down, because skateboarding thousands of miles, man, that's a big feat. So congratulations to him. I hope he keeps it going and raising awareness about it. Moving on to that teaser video we were talking about. It says that here's the story. You remember the song?
About a lovely lady.
Yeah, so it's like a lovely homestead. There we go.
Oh, a lovely homestead. Okay, we're changing it up.
Switch it up a little
All right,
bit.
well, it's one you may recognize from the days of your younger days. The iconic Brady Bunch house is for sale, and for a cool $5.5 million. No, that's just it. You can channel your inner Mike or Carol Brady. A few years back, HGTV bought the North Hollywood property for $3.5 million and then renovated it on the show, A Very Brady Renovation. The house needed it because back in the 70s, producers only used the exterior shots for the show, and then the inside, it never looked like the soundstage where the Brady Bunch was shot. So, a $2 million renovation later, and it's a spitting image, complete with a Jack and Jill bathroom shared by 2 bedrooms where you can cram 6 kids. Oh my goodness. I'm interested in who's going to buy this house, but that looks just like it.
Yes, I mean, it's super cool. And hey, if you want that nostalgia and you just happen to be a millionaire, they can throw some money away, go ahead and get that. I think that'll be a really cool thing.
Get your house out of it too, though. So
exactly. It looks like a really cool chill place. So I see that they've done that with multiple different places. I know they've done with the Prince of Bel-Air, Home Alone house.
Yes.
That house has
we
been
visited
done
Wonder Years. That's my dad's favorite show. We were in California. We visited that, and they did the same thing.
I love it. So good deal right there. Let us know what you guys think about that whole story. Now, moving on. This is going to be like, because I was a marching band person. I love band and all that good stuff, but I would kind of flip out if something like this happened. This is a high school in Florida. Got a big surprise while they were practicing. It was just a normal rehearsal when pop superstar Ed Sheeran decided to come in and jam with them. He also came bearing gifts, guitars, and concert tickets. Grammy Award-winning artist sang his hit song Perfect before hanging out, snapping pics, and signing autographs for the students. And he even performed an impromptu duet with one of the band members before he left. So how fun is that?
That is so cool. I don't know what I would do, like, if I saw him walking in. Also, can we just address how casual he is?
Right.
Like, he's in shorts and a t-shirt. He's like, yeah, I'm Ed Sheeran, and I'm here. Like, I love that.
I do too. It's amazing. So shout out to Ed Sheeran giving that lovely surprise to them. Now to a story that obviously has rocked the music world and the nation real quick. I want you guys to see if you know exactly who we're talking about right there. That's Tina Turner, Rolling in the River. We got it this morning.
You going to give us a little sample?
I will when we get to it.
Okay.
So it says this morning, fans and memorials continue to remember the queen of rock and roll. Tina Turner, the American icon, died yesterday. So the rock goddess earned a dozen Grammy Awards over the course of her 5 decades of music, despite personal and private traumas, along with the way Tina still went on to create some of the music's biggest hits, such as Rolling in the River. That's one. You're simply the best. I can't do her voice, obviously.
Ooh, no,
but
you do a good job, though.
And then there's another one that my favorite song, What's Love Got to Do with It?
Got to do
Yeah,
with
that
it.
song. So actress Angela Bassett, who portrayed Turner in the 1993 biopic about her life, said Tina Turner is a gift that will always be simply the best. She was 83 years old. And if you guys haven't seen that biopic, you need to. That's by far one of my favorite biopics that's ever been out and has ever been created. Angela Bassett did such a good job working to make sure her body and everything is embodied Tina Turner. So have you seen it before?
I have not, so I gotta put that on my list.
We gotta have movie night. You would be like, oh my God. So it's a really good to see how Tina went through so much, especially with her husband or ex-husband, all that stuff, and then turned out to be such an icon now.
Oh,
so
yes.
shout out to all of I know a lot of people are posting pictures of Tina and doing their whatever memories they have of her. So rest in peace, Tina Turner. I know they said she was dealing with some type of illness. So regardless of the matter, she definitely left her footprint in this world. So let's get Jazzy Jazz in here real quick. Jazzy Jazz, are you a Tina Turner fan?
Oh, yes. I remember watching the movie as a little girl and just being so enamored by her and just obsessed with her. Just the fact that she was able to, like you said, overcome so much and still walk away with fame and success, and she didn't let those challenges hold her back.
I know her passing rocked the internet too. You
Oh,
kind of saw all that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely broke the internet. It was our one of our number one stories yesterday. In our live stream, it got 22. As of now, it got 22,000 views.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. And then we also mentioned we've been talking about Memorial Day obviously all morning long. We've got the busy travel, the busyness at Smith Mountain Lake. You got any plans this weekend, Jasmine, for travel or anything?
Yeah, we're hitting the lake at Smith Mountain Lake, so we are going boat riding. So that should be fun. And then we might have like a cookout or something like that with some family. What about you?
Oh, that sounds like fun. I'm a little jealous. I don't know. I think we're just going to hang out around Roanoke and make the best of it. I know we've got some plans to go out maybe Friday and Saturday. I know you mentioned you wanted to go to the lake. So.
I do. I want to experience that. So we'll see. We'll see how busy it is.
Go feed those fish. All right. Do we have any comments today, Jasmine?
No comments today, but as always, commenting is super easy. All you have to do is head to our website, go beneath the Morning Sprint live stream, and there'll be a comment form right beneath it. Super easy to comment, even if you don't comment now. If you comment after this is finished, after the live stream is finished, we'll come back and respond to your comments tomorrow. So be sure to join the conversation.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Jasmine. You have a good rest of your Thursday, and we'll, I guess, check back in with you tomorrow when we do the sprint.
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, we got some headlines to get to you guys before we roll out. Coming up in our later newscast, including 10 News at noon.
Yeah, a little girl is facing a long road to recovery. If you haven't heard this story, after losing both of her feet in a freak accident, doctors were able, though, to reattach them, and her friends say it happened when she was playing with a ratchet strap. A GoFundMe for her recovery and several surgeries ahead is over $35,000. More details coming up later.
Plus, the debt ceiling talks are up in the air, and the country is 1 week away from a potential default. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's plan calls for trimming the budget before raising the debt. It says the ceiling passed $31 trillion. Senior Republican sources say that a deal is unlikely to be reached by June 1st.
And plus, new laws on the water this summer. Virginia boaters will have to move over 200 feet and slow down if they see police or emergency vessels with flashing red or blue lights. Conservation police say it's essential, the same as the move over law that we see on our highways. So more if you plan on taking that boat out coming up again later at our noon newscast.
That's right. And because our noon anchor is still enjoying her honeymoon, you got me today. I'll be there at noon.
We're switching it up. You got it, girl.
Switching it up. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. But thank you guys so much for joining us today. We'll be back here again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. WSLS.com for the Morning Sprint.